Namaste, everyone. So hope you enjoyed yesterday's interactive session, Enlightenment Hour with Patriji, and hope you also are going through the self-transformation process. So let us quickly recap what we've been doing. So we are focused on our own transformation, self-transformation, going through a detox diet, going through silence, and going through making our home our ashram. Pretty much sincere about our own evolution, our own transformation, to live a better life, to live a happy life, to live a better version of ourselves. So this is what we've been going through in this program. So just want to quickly get 2 or 3 feedbacks. How is the journey so far? Because we are in the 3rd week now, and in this 3rd week, as we are already doing that, we'll be increasing our meditation to 1 hour and another 30 to 45 minutes of wisdom sharing and question answers. And we have another, today is Wednesday, so another couple of days. So in this 3 days, I really want to consolidate the things of the self-transformation program. So if any of you, maybe a couple of you people, can raise your hand and share what you have been gone through so far, we'll take it from there. So we'll take 2 experiences and then we'll try to consolidate more things. What it has been so far. Yes, you can open up. Yes. Yes, Mahesh. Can mute and speak. So pretty much what I was asking for, how were you before you started this program, and what was the changes during this program? So pretty much that comparison.
Namaste.
Yes, namaste. Please go ahead.
I earlier, for about 8 years or so, I was meditating with mantra and visualization. And after anapanas meditation, I realized that only in this type of meditation you can empty your thoughts. Otherwise, thoughts are always there when you chant or visualize. Couple of things which I would like to share is my yesterday's experience, if you permit me.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
I realized that there are no shortcuts. I was trying to do this meditation very, very fast, that I should progress very fast. But then I realized that I have reached 1.5 hours with you. So gradually I will pick it up from that. And I will definitely continue the meditation. I also will now accept whatever it is during the meditation and continue my journey. Now, as far as the no analysis is concerned, I agree with Patriji that we should not analyze this energy and all those things. But I have a question on this analysis, that there are aspects where you have to analyze, namely when you have to choose, or when there is a process or something else where you have to take a decision. So there I would like to know your take on it, because the earlier thing related to my question was I agree with him totally that I should not keep on analyzing it. Overall, the journey is fantastic, a different direction in my life. And I would like to integrate your teachings by reading more books. There also, I will have to go slowly, imbibe what I read, and proceed further. I would therefore request you that if there is any platform by which I can give you a feedback at a later date, I shall be obliged if that platform is available.
Okay, wonderful, sir. Yes, the platform, I'm not sure what it would be. Maybe my email address, because I check my emails at least once in a week. So maybe my email address, I will share it with you, only to share the feedbacks. Yeah, and if there is anything, any guidance I can. Yeah. So as far as your experience, that is wonderful. So your understanding was really great. And when coming to the analysis part, so you understood that analysis comes from the mind. So when you are going through a certain process, so when you start analyzing, that destroys that process. Okay, I'll give you an example. For example, you have sown some seeds and it has just started sprouting, but it is not as expected. The speed of the germination of the seed was not as per your expectations. It is taking very slow, really slow. So you got curious and to see what exactly is happening. Is the roots really coming or not? So you took off and you want to see if the roots are there, if the roots are happening. You took off and you saw, oh, okay, there are some roots. All right. So you plant it again. And then it started growing a little bit slowly. And it becomes a small plant after a few months. And then again, you are a little bit concerned. What's happening with this plant? Why it is not growing? Let me check again. So you again pulled it out of the soil and you saw, is there a root? Okay, the roots are growing. Okay, fair enough. So put it back. So you do this process 2-3 times. What happens? Eventually the plant dies. Yes. So analysis during the process of meditation, no analysis. Or in the journey of meditation, no analysis. Okay, but you can do all the analysis beforehand. I would call it as a mental development. Okay, I will discuss about we discussed about the 7 bodies, right? So our mental body, our ability to connect the dots and see the bigger picture of life and see the meaning of life, and ability to dissect, discern, and then get back to the things for a greater understanding. So that is correct. So that I would call it as discernment. Okay, or your mental ability to see meaning for a certain thing. Of course, you should use your mental abilities to see what is right, what is wrong, what suits you, what doesn't suit you. And you should always have scientific temper. Does it make sense? Is it logical? Is there sufficient data? Right? Is there a research upon it? So scientific temper is very, very important. You should always have a scientific temper. You should never blindly follow anybody. Point number 1. You should go with your own research. You should go with your own analysis. And you should always be able to be in a state of awareness so that you can discern what's happening at any point of time. What is happening? Am I in the right path? So that discernment is very necessary. Discernment is different. Analysis is different. Analysis comes from the curiosity. Curiosity kills. Okay. So before you start anything, you do all the analysis. You do all the getting the data, discerning, dissecting. Do all the analysis before. But once you start the process, then you should trust the process. Until you should keep yourself, okay, I'm going to sincerely experiment it for 6 months, and then let me decide after 6 months. So at least for that 6 months time, which you have given it for yourself, you should not do analysis on that particular process. Trust the process. Before you start the process, do all your homework. But once you start it, you should let it grow. So the plant example, I think it should help you.
One more point I forgot to tell you regarding
before you ask any further, if you go in before you go any further, did it make sense to you, sir? Now you understand?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I also realized when Patriji said that I in my comfort zone, and I agree with him. Yes, in last 2 years, maybe perhaps out of COVID or whatever it is, I am in my comfort zone and I'm not venturing the way I was earlier. So there also I learned that I have to change myself. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Great realization. Thank you. Always, as he said yesterday, always be independent. Never believe anybody blindly. So that single agenda will take you towards enlightenment. Thank you for sharing, sir. Okay. Smita.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, madam. Go ahead. Where are you from? Where are you speaking from?
I'm from Bangalore and
Okay.
I'm IT professional. So
Can you be a little louder, madam? Your voice is not.
Yeah, sure. Is it fine now?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore. I am IT professional and from last 4 months I have joined PMC and started my meditation. So I can see lots of changes in my behavior, my nature, my understanding. But the major change that I'm seeing overall as a family is from this session. Because earlier I alone was doing meditation. My husband was not doing that one. So now when he started seeing that, okay, I am into that one. So automatically he feels like, let me also join that session. I won't be able to do it, but I will join it. So in that way, there are lots of changes in our house now. So we are getting up together and we are sitting for meditation. And we, in every house, every places, we have placed so many posters, breathe in, breathe out, mindfully. So we started preparing food, cleaning, everything mindfully. And I can see there are lots of changes in our personal life, our relation also. So I'm very calm now. I was losing my temper. I was losing my patience. Now I understood that everything is decided by our soul. So this is everything is like, it's our own thing. We are responsible for everything. So now I retrospect, though sometimes I lose my temper, but still I retrospect and I then come back, understand, and then start doing meditation and all. So it's helping me a lot, sir, as a family also, as a person also.
Okay, so are you specifically referring to this 21 days program or you're referring to in general?
So this 21 days, is it like as a family it impacted? Before that, in general, it impacted me a lot.
Okay. So you've been following this silence and detox and cleaning the house.
Yes. Everything we are following it, not completely, but whatever we are able to do it, that we are doing it. And yes, Friday I had done that Mona. So it helped a lot, though initially I had the feeling that my husband and my daughter talks a lot. But when I kept on silent and they supported me a lot, so all of a sudden all went in silence. And then they too realized that it helped them, keeping in silence, unnecessary talks and all. So that energy level, we three together felt that one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Right. So, Shekhar.
Namaskar.
Yes, sir. Namaskar.
My experience, I never want to be a vegan. I like chicken, fish, but I just took this as a trial and error. I cannot, but I tried now by enjoying it. Now I learned to meditate, which I never done in my lifetime. So I think that's a thing I learned from this transformation. Meditate. I became a vegan, and I think I started reading books, and my relationship with my wife has improved. The only thing I've not done Mauna because I'm a teacher. So I speak every day, the classes, even online. The only thing I've not done that. The rest I've done. And I think I've got changes in my life. I should thank for this session, which my wife brought me and said, sit down and listen. I sleep less now. I think I talk less. I read more. I became a vegetarian. That is surprising in my life. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. To become a vegetarian is a great transformation, you know. So at any point of time, when you look back in your life in the future, you look back, you will feel that this is the defining moment in your life journey, that you becoming a vegetarian. Yes. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thanks to you.
All right. So, Vinny, Yong and Vinny. Yes, you have attended few retreats. You have attended physical retreats in Pyramid Valley and in Malaysia. You have attended a couple of intense retreats, and you've been following the online sessions also. So yes, I would like to hear from you.
Thank you. Namaste to Pradeep and all. I'm Vijay from Malaysia. This is not the first program, as Pradeep said, but this program, I actually feel I'm like
your voice is a little bit echoing. If you can.
Is it clearer now?
Yeah, I think it's slightly better. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So this program, I actually feel like a back to school kid. Every morning, I'm very excited, stand by my pen, my notebook, waiting for teacher to start this class, even though I have listened to quite many of Pradeep's video as well as his wife, Navneet. If for newcomers, if you can, you try to listen to their videos. It's very helpful because I can trace back a bit of my history. I'm not very new in spiritual or meditation. Probably in 2019, that is the first time when I meet Pradeep. He pinged me on two things. One, switching to vegetarian. Secondly, listen to my inner child. So the first thing about vegetarian, I think it's quite embarrassing to recall. I resisted very strongly because to me, my rational mind is telling me vegetarian meal is not balanced diet. So I resisted that. But I went home and I checked into dictionary, what is inner child? So from there, that is my start of my spiritual journey. And I can say I'm very lucky because not long after the first meeting, we actually able to join Pradeep's physical retreat in Malaysia. 4 days, 3 nights, my jaw dropped because I switched to vegetarian overnight. Garlic eliminated from my diet, and with gradual awareness, dairies and eggs as well are out from my diet as well. So despite I do not have a third eye vision, but I find that over this 1 year plus to 2 years, the awareness is slowly growing within me, so I can integrate better in my daily life, and a lot of wisdom, that knowledge that shared by Pradeep and Navneet are really playing a big role. Probably after hearing for the first time, you may find overwhelming, but slowly it's actually listened by our soul. We can actually gradually growing the awareness within us. So I must say thank you to Pradeep as well as Navneet, and hope everybody will enjoy your spiritual journey.
Yes, thanks for sharing. Yeah, as you said, many people think vegetarian diet is not a balanced diet, but you will understand with your own experiments that it is a balanced diet and it is a complete diet and meal, and that is a happy diet. The most importantly, when you eat vegetarian food, you feel happy. So that is the key point. Not only about the proteins and vitamins and minerals, vegetarian food has more of that. Vegetarian food has plant-based protein is more easily absorbed by the human body than the animal-based protein. Keeping aside the karmic things, vegetarian food gives us naturally a lot of joy, and it's good for the intestine. Spiritually, of course, you have to pay back the karma. But even to eat a vegetarian food, even while eating, you feel so much joy. Thanks for sharing. And one thing I have to say is, for people of the Indian background or Indian origin, it's easy for them to become a vegetarian because they have a lot of alternatives. They know how to cook a vegetarian food. But people from, Western countries, European countries, or even from the Chinese background, for them to become a vegetarian is not so easy because they don't know how to cook a vegetarian food. Most of the time they were eating meat from their childhood. And you have taken that leap. Thank you. You are a great inspiration. Yes, thank you. All right. So we will take Harish.
Namaste, sir.
Yes.
I'm Harish from Coimbatore. The transformations which happened in these 21 days, I would like to share with you. I'm taking twice a day bath, which is new thing, and it is giving me a lot of freshness. And I'm taking a lot of water. I used to take very little water. Now I'm taking a lot of water. And I used to get severe migraine headaches, and I'm not getting it now because of these two changes. And during the day, I'm very, very mindful. I'm not reacting to, I'm very, very take time and response. I'm not reacting anymore. I used to react, I'm not reacting. And I'm reading a lot. I have taken notes of these 19 days now. Every day when you take the class, I have taken a lot of notes in my journal. And after the class is over in the afternoon, I used to read every day, whatever important points have been given. And this is helping me. And in the evenings, I'm meditating on my own again for about an hour, like in the morning. And these 19 days, I have not read any newspaper and not seen TV also. That I have stopped. This is a change which I have seen in myself. And though I'm a vegetarian from my early childhood, from these 19 days, I have not taken any bakery products. I'm taking only home-cooked food and fruits and vegetables. And the quantity of food has gone down a lot. And my sleep quality has increased. I am reading a lot of spiritual books in these 19 days. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. During the afternoons, I'm seeing many of your videos in the YouTube and taking notes also, and try to integrate those things in my day-to-day life. And my meditation experiences are very deep and silent. Very few thoughts are coming now. And it is excellent. My sleep quality has increased a lot. I'm getting up very early and feeling very fresh. These are the changes which I see in this 19 days, sir. And I would like to continue this.
Wow. Great, sir. So you have expressed so precise point by point in bullet points. Yes. Thanks, sir. Please continue.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So next we have Sherlock.
Good morning, Pradeep.
Yes, go ahead, madam.
Thank you very much. So I have been doing this program with you for 19 days. So a lot of times I was up in the morning, but staying meditation with Patriji in the morning, and then I was seeing your videos later in the day. So I just say the highlight for me is I just got a lot of understanding the yoga parampara and the ancient wisdom around that, and it has really transformed things for me. There have been many issues I was struggling with. And since I'm a psychiatrist and psychotherapist, so I see people every day with their issues, and it has given me another level of deep understanding of how to be with people, how to accept them. I go to Central Jail to teach meditation, and I just realized that level of acceptance of their presence and their doings has given me a lot of ability to further connect and accept them. Not like, so when people do something bad and we say, oh, they need punishment, and then I'm going to jail, and then connecting to them initially was a struggle, but it has become much easier. I have like, the meditation is becoming like like a thoughtless process for me. And I had some amazing experiences, some kind of walk-in experiences, as Patriji has told me. Operations have been on me, but this transformation has given me a lot of sense of my presence, my being, and other people. However, I was not able to do Mona because of my work, which is like 6 days a week, and my children are leaving, so it is a important stage in my life. My boys, I have 2 children, and both are going to university, so I'll be on my own by myself. So I'm planning to do Mona now every week on Sundays. So thank you very much. It has a really transforming, and as person before me said, I am drinking more water. I have become vegetarian before that, but I've become more strictly on that. However, I like to have a question that I like to know a little more about garlic. How
Yes.
one
Yeah.
garlic is
Before I
made.
answer that, would you like to share where you are from, what
Oh,
you
sorry,
do,
I'm from Pakistan.
which
I'm from
city in
Pakistan.
Pakistan?
I'm Karachi, and I came to meditation through Manoj.
Yes.
And yeah, I am a psychiatrist and a psychotherapist.
Okay. Great.
That's it.
So it's very interesting that you say you're from Pakistan, because I've been following the developments of Pakistan since my childhood. I always felt that, because there's so much of negativity, right, around India and Pakistan, but I never resonated with that negativity from my childhood. I always felt like they're also humans like us. So I never had that separation in my being. So good to connect with you. And I have many friends from Pakistan because I studied in Melbourne. So many of my university friends are from Pakistan.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very loving, lovely people.
Yes.
Yes. So as far as the question regarding garlic, you see, garlic calcifies pituitary and the pineal glands. Okay, so when you see, these are very soft glands, pituitary and the pineal glands, and they are master glands which control the entire system, the pineal and the pituitary. And this pineal and the pituitary is connected to your 6th and the 7th chakra. Okay, so the 6th chakra is your third eye, where you have this ability to perceive beyond physical, right? Beyond physical frequencies like sounds, fragrances, smell, visions, beyond the physical range. And your Sahasrara is connected to your higher self. So when this pineal and the pituitary glands gets calcified, your connection to the light is minimized, or your connection to your higher self, to your higher guidance gets minimized. So when the light gets minimized, then there is more darkness. Darkness in human is nothing but fear. So the more you eat garlic, the more it creates fear consciousness. And garlic is actually a spy. Even though it is part of a vegetarian kingdom, it is created by dark forces as a spy within the vegetarian kingdom. And the reason is they have created a lot of good things. When you eat garlic, it is good for your digestion, it's good for your gastric, it's good for your heart. They have kept all physical medicinal things in the garlic so that more and more people will eat it and consume. And in the process they are eating, their spiritual connection is minimized, right? And then the fear consciousness is more. If you see on the planet Earth, the humans are suffering because of fear consciousness. The suffering is mainly because of fear. Fear,
Yes,
it can be, there are two, we can categorize whatever we think, whatever we do, whatever we speak, the way we live our life can be categorized into two things, love-based and fear-based. Our emotions, feelings, thoughts, actions. Even you see the money is the major factor which is controlling the system on the planet Earth now. You see the insurance industry. The entire insurance industry survives on the fear. Just imagine if fear is not there, the insurance industry will collapse. And the ripple effect will be the banking industry will collapse, right? So the whole system is going to change sooner or later, and that is already happening. We see this Walmart movement, and we see a lot of changes politically and education-wise. A lot of changes are going to happen because of the shift in the consciousness. But garlic was originally designed for the humans to get stuck in their darkness. So if you really want to understand, you have to do an experiment. So for 30 days, consciously don't eat garlic. In any foods you eat, don't eat garlic. Even when you are eating outside, make sure there is no garlic, absolutely no garlic for 30 days. After 30 days, you eat garlic. And you will immediately see the day you eat garlic, your emotions are hyped up and you're feeling insecure, you're feeling backed up, and you feel very uncomfortable. You feel a lot of disturbance, turbulence inside you. Then you will understand, wow, this is what garlic is doing to humanity.
Okay.
So do your own experiment. And I have done my experiment and I come to understand this. But there are a lot of scientific studies also, which they have done in the Western world, where the eating garlic calcifies pituitary and the pineal glands.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Can I ask for one more clarity?
Yes, go ahead.
So yesterday when I had asked Patriji, so he just said that we need to be happy whatever is happening, and we watch life as a movie. I understand it from many perspectives, because when he says it's not only one, is more than many dimensions he talks from. There is obviously, with my limited understanding, for me, like, suppose that if my neighborhood, something big has happened or something is happening, some people are being killed or robbed or whatever, which really impacts. So my struggle is that how to respond to that. You know what I mean? That sometimes we just involve emotionally, and as human beings, out of it is more about love as well. So how to go in those circumstances? Like Manoj had sent a video about Gita, and it was like, yeah, Krishna has asked Arjuna to fight, and so how we discern that it's the time to stand up or it's time to just let it go,
Okay. So I'll give you an example. It's a very interesting question you asked. So I'll give an example so that you have this understanding. We discussed about the soul evolution, and probably I didn't go in deep, but I just discussed overall the soul evolution. And when I was discussing about the service, right? Physical service and the kind of service, physical or spiritual, and how many different types of people are there in service. You see, when you are at what level of evolution you are in, right? So you have to first understand at what level of evolution you are in, and your understanding relates to that level of evolution. If you're in the spiritual path, so that means, what is spirituality? Spirituality is studying about the self. It is studying about your spirit, right? That is spirituality. So here, this is for a 5th standard student, the syllabus is different. For a 10th standard student, the syllabus is different. And for a university student, the syllabus is different. And for a PhD, it's altogether a different game. For a PhD, there is not even syllabus. He has to go find out and he has to create his own research field, right? He has to find something new. There is no predefined syllabus for PhD. So this spirituality is like a PhD, where you are studying about yourself. You are getting into the higher and higher states of consciousness, and you are going beyond this limitedness. Because people who come into spirituality are very old souls. So for an old soul, his main quest is, I want to know the truth. Why this is happening? Why fundamentally everything so much chaos? And who am I? Why am I born? What is my purpose of life? What is this creation? So his questions are towards the bigger understanding, the bigger space of life, bigger space of the evolution. So if you are in that PhD syllabus, then your focus should be on that level of educational field. So the truth is, there is no injustice whatsoever. This is the grandest possible truth. Only a PhD student will understand. But a 5th standard student will not understand. For a 5th standard student, for him, for example, if there is a policeman or a court and law, you say, oh, there is no injustice. There is no need to do anything. They don't accept, because they are doing their dharma according to their level of evolution. So we are living on a planet where there is duality, right? So in this duality, this is the paradox of life, where you are living in a system, knowing you are God, but you have to be part of a system where there is duality. Knowing there is oneness, knowing there is ekam, you are still living in the duality. So this is the beauty of life. So for your spiritual understanding, whatever is happening, if you can see that is happening on its own, but it is disturbing you, right? So the point, you are concerned because it is disturbing you. You see certain things around and that is disturbing you. So your concern is not the outer, your concern is the inner. You are getting disturbed, that is your concern. So if you want to come out of the disturbance, you have to see from a higher perspective. So from a higher perspective, absolutely there is no injustice. Everybody has to pay their karma, and everybody has to pay back whatever the karmic account settlement. Maybe that's an opportunity for them to learn certain lessons, because we are seeing from our own lenses. But in reality, through that challenging experience, the other person is going through the karmic payback, or the other person is learning some deep soul lessons. So when you understand there is no injustice whatsoever in the entire creation, see, God doesn't have favorites. God created everybody equal. Okay, so God cannot do injustice in the creation, in the entire creation. There cannot be any injustice. In the God's creation, there cannot be any injustice. So when you have that kind of understanding, then you see from a different lens. You see from without any judgments. So that helps you not to get disturbed. Yes, you might ask a question, then what should I do? How should I react? The same is with animal. An animal is getting killed. So what should I do? Should I leave it like it's an animal karma, or what should I do? So why should I teach about vegetarian? See, it's a different thing. Animal kingdom, two men are quarreling. When two men, they're taking guns and fighting with each other, right? They have their own free will and they have all the right to do whatever they want. But animals, they don't have this ability to open up their mouth and say, don't kill me. You don't have the right to kill me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They're very innocent beings, and we are more evolved beings. And it is our responsibility as evolved beings to take care of our animal brothers and sisters. Because in the evolution, the next incarnation of animals, the next evolution of the animals, the next graduation is a human. So the animal evolution is based on the friendship with the humans. The more the animals become friendly, the more they graduate humans, right? So it is our responsibility to not to give fear to the animals, right? Because we are interfering in their evolution, and when we interfere in others' evolution, our evolution will be interfered. Law of karma, what you back to. we are going for ahimsa, we are going for non-violence, not because of the animal. See, the animal is going to die anyway. Whether you kill it or not, the animal will become old and animal will die anyway. The point is not the animal is dying. The point is you are involving in that process. So your evolution is interfered. So that's why being a vegetarian is not for the sake of animal. Being a vegetarian is for the sake of us, for our own evolution. Okay. And when you see an animal getting killed, it's a poor being, right? It cannot, helpless being. It needs the friendship of the human. So where it is expecting a friendship of a human and the human is going and killing, naturally you feel pain. That pain is okay. But even then you should not feel pain. You say, okay, that's fine. I do my best. There is no injustice whatsoever. So do your best. Again, don't get entangled in that pain. Do your best. And understand everything is a process. That man who is, one day he will also become a vegetarian. One day he will also learn his lesson. He might take 10 lifetimes, 100 lifetimes, but he will learn the lesson. So the bigger understanding, everything is happening and everything is in the flow of evolutionary process. With that bigger understanding, you have peace in your heart. And when you have peace in your heart, you can do great things. When you're disturbed, you cannot do anything.
Yes. Thank you very much. I think it was such a comprehensive question, and I've been struggling with it. And I had sent a big voice message to Manoj yesterday, and you just cleared. And I mean, it just seems like a fog has been cleared. And thank you very much. I'm really grateful.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right. So next we will take Papu RK.
Yes, good morning. I'm Raj Kukreja, known as Papu.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Raj Kukreja ji. You are from
Raj
Jakarta.
Kukreja. Yeah, from Jakarta, but right now I'm with my son in Bali here since Saturday. So
Okay.
I was on flight.
Your video is
Saturday,
not there, sir. Is it possible to come on the video?
Say again.
Is it possible to come on the video?
Oh, the video. Oh, start the video. Okay. Oh yeah, it's there now. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Yeah.
After a long
So
time.
I've been meditating after the increase my duration of meditation from 5, 6, perhaps 7 times 60 minutes. So I will sleep for 3 hours, get up at the midnight, and start meditating again for 1 full hour. Everything. So yeah, so I just of course, as you always say, that to do natural breathing, everything, but sometimes it goes to the nostril, and then you feel something different coming up when you breathe to the nostril, everything. Yeah. So yes, another thing, I was the other question is, I was having a miscommunication problem with my son, so that's why I am in Bali. I want to spend some time with him in 5 days, 6 days, even 1 week, 10 days. It doesn't matter, because the closeness will have to do something. You see, it will help us in our miscommunication. Everything. He's on the right path. Everything. He's on the right path. I trust him. He has been here for the past 10 years alone. Everything. Sometimes with the mother. Yeah. I hardly come here. Yeah. I just come here for the beaches, enjoyment. Yeah. Go to the sea, everything. Yeah. The other thing is, yesterday after the next question is, yesterday after the meditation, and so outside the sky there was one bright star. Other was all small star only. Oh, I see star. This a star being watching me, something like that. Oh, I don't know what is it like. Maybe you can explain further. And another question is,
Sir, your voice
I'm
is
sleeping in a very small room, which is very.
Sir, your voice is breaking, so I have to mute. I have to mute you for some time because your voice is breaking, and yeah, we are not able to hear clearly. Maybe you can check the connection and raise the hand again, sir, because it's very breaking and we're not able to follow it.
No, but for
Please
the
check
past
the
half an
connection.
hour, I was having some communication error. It always break down the communication, everything.
Okay, sir.
But I
You
keep
please
on
check.
trying again. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
I'm connected to you now.
Yes, thank you. Please check the connection and get back to you. All right. So we will take Sharmila. Papuji, we will just take back your question later on when you check your connection, and please come back. Yes, Sharmila ji, your transformation in this program. What's your takeaway?
Hello everyone. Hello, Pradeep sir. As for me, before I joined your June classes, but it was in the midnight 11:30. I used to, not awake at that time, so it was not easy for me to go through that class. Each time when we do meditation first, and then when the session, I always then after that I will go and see the video. But during this session, this 21 days session, I really could join. But before that, I used to do a lot of Abhishekam, reading Mandiram 1008 and all that before I joined June class. So during that, I was having this inner turmoil where when I'm doing the Abhishekam, I'll be imagining that the God is within me and I'm doing Abhishekam on me. Then I reached a point where I rather go to bathroom and pour the milk and everything on my head rather than doing it because I'm imagining inside. So slowly I was like, I realized in the beginning, yes, I started to do it out of love with devotion, but after that it became obligation because I didn't have inner peace. So when I started joining your June classes, even though I couldn't really join, but I used to go and see your Hindi sessions and all other videos, I slowly understand that meditation is not a serious process. It's supposed to be a relaxing process where you recharge yourself and you find you will have a better common sense to live this life correctly, happily, and peacefully. That is when I started to change. I heard about garlic and I immediately stopped because you gave a very good explanation on that. I said, that's it. I could understand and I immediately changed. And after that, I also realized myself, I used to be analyzing about everything. I used to be thinking a lot, planning every single thing. I realized it drains a lot of energy. And also from your classes, I understood about drinking more water. I thought you drink whenever you're thirsty. I thought I was listening to my body, but I didn't. Now I realize I'm really drinking a lot of water and it's very different. And then I realized about karma. Karma is not punishment. It's just a lesson that you're learning. And don't to rush, slow and steady. I used to rush. It's like when I joined your class, I was like, what I have been doing all this while. Most of the things I've heard before, I've experimented before. But why didn't I was like having inner conflict, was not happy with my own self, why I didn't practice. When you are saying the same thing, I have been doing it, then why am I still like this? But the basic fundamental thing, I realized I didn't know. It's about karma. It's not punishment. It's just a lesson. If you're having passing thoughts, it's okay. It's not you. It's just a thought. And then also about my soul plan. I came to understand through your classes and your videos that about the soul plan. And I realized now that I have such a beautiful soul plan for me to learn about this attachment and detachment. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come out of this. Now I'm very happy. I understand. I feel like now when I graduated from the first class of kindergarten of living this life. Before that, I really was like having a lot of this inner turmoil, inner battle that going on. Now I'm completely different. I'm very peaceful and very happy. I feel like I'm a free bird now. I'm very grateful for my soul plan.
Wonderful, madam. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. So today, actually, I wanted to present a few slides. And yes, I think few other people raised hands. We will get back to you. And tomorrow also, we'll do a little more integration and we will listen to more sharing. So please don't get disappointed for the people who raise their hands. Tomorrow we'll definitely listen to yours. I remember the names. We'll give the chance tomorrow. So today, let me share my screen, and I want to quickly go through what we have discussed before. I want to get into a little details about our bodies, because part of the self-transformation is understanding ourselves. Unless you understand yourself, then you cannot transform yourself. So what are we? We are basically a 7-body system: physical body, etheric body, astral, mental, causal, buddhic, and nirvanic. So today we will go a little deeper into this, each of the bodies. Now here we have discussed it. There is reincarnation, and some people, they don't believe it. In the Western world, some people, they don't believe reincarnation. But it's okay. It is whether they believe it or not. It is their choice. But reincarnation do exist. And as a matter of fact, I know, because it is in my personal experience. And spirituality means not believing anything blindly, but going through your own experiments. So how do people know that there is reincarnation? What is the proof? There is enough documented proof by the Western world that there are children who recollect their past lives, and they exactly pinpoint where they have been in their past life. They give the parents' name, they give the address. Small children, 3 years, 4 years old children. And they went, and when they double checked, it came out to be absolutely true. Like, for example, a child born in America, the child says, okay, my past life is somewhere in Asia, and this is my parents' name, and this is how my house looks, and this is where I used to live, my garden is. And they went, and they were so surprised that it is 100% true. And there is no way the child could know all those things unless it is a past life memory. So there are a lot of case studies documented to prove that there is life, and there is life after death, and there is reincarnation. And there are many books which speak about near-death experiences, where people go through a heart stroke, or people go into a coma, people go through accidents, and for a brief moment of time, they exit the body and they come back. So that's a near-death experience. So those people, they have documented their experiences, where they experience death as a beautiful thing, where you're just dropping your baggage and going back to the source. In fact, most of the people, they don't want to come back, because it is so nice there. And because the physical vibration is so dense, the higher vibrations are, it's so much joy, because you are in union with the higher frequencies. So those people, most of them, they share that they don't want to come back. But their astral masters and spirit guides, they told them, no, it's time. It's not at the time. You have to go back, and we will come back again. So with that assurance that we will come back, you will come back to us again, but now it's not the time. So with that assurance, they came back to the body. So this is called near-death experience. There are many books which document the near-death experience. So Raymond Moody, Dr. Raymond Moody. So he's one of the pioneers in documenting these experiences. So near-death experiences by Dr. Raymond Moody. If you read that book, you will understand a lot of case studies. So basically, we go through 3 kinds of death, my dear friends. From the earth, there is a physical death, then we go to the astral worlds, then there is an astral death. Then we go to the mental worlds, then we go through the mental deaths. So how long finally we go to the causal plane, which is our home? If the soul is not evolved, for example, infant souls, baby souls, young souls, they spend most of the time in the astral world, and they spend very little time in the mental world, because their mental body is not fully developed. But evolved souls, like mature souls, old souls, they spend little time in the astral world, because astral world is the world of emotions, feelings, and mental world is the world of your mental development, mental maturity, ability, and doing a lot of experiments, research. So that's what we do in the mental planes. So evolved souls spend little time in the astral worlds and more time in the mental plane. Of course, enlightened souls, they directly go to buddhic planes and nirvanic planes. Okay, so let us go through these bodies a little deeper. So each incarnation You'll have a new mental body, new astral, new etheric, new physical. So in that 7 body system, the causal is our permanent body. So the causal body doesn't change. And the buddhic and nirvanic bodies are there for everybody, but unless they come into meditation, they cannot experience those buddhic and nirvanic bodies. Once you come into buddhic and nirvanic, once you come into meditation, then you will experience the buddhic and nirvanic bodies also. So we have seen the stages of soul evolution, and average it takes about 350 lifetimes. And the soul, every incarnation, the soul learns certain things. So the more the soul is learning, the more the soul graduates. Okay, but here there is absolutely no judgment. The baby soul is no less than an infinite soul. Okay, so the same is the case when somebody is killing animals and eating meat. We don't judge them. We don't say, hey, you are a baby soul, you are an infant soul, you are low frequency. We don't judge them. He is in that, he has to learn his own lesson. So whatever he is doing is right for him. You see, you being an old soul, when you kill an animal, it is bad karma for you. It is tremendous bad karma for you. But an infant soul, a baby soul, he is on the survival consciousness and he is killing an animal. Of course, it is a bad karma only. But he is ignorant. He is doing that because he is ignorant. People do bad things because they are ignorant. And once they come into consciousness, trust me, nobody will do bad things. If somebody is doing any mistake, we should forgive them because they are ignorant about it. Even when Jesus Christ was getting crucified, when he was put into the cross and nails were getting hammered into his feet and hands, he made a prayer. Oh Lord, please forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. They know not what they are doing. Please forgive them. So even in that situation, he was asking forgiveness because he understands that they are baby souls. They don't know. They cannot understand Jesus Christ's teachings. So always you should not have any judgments, my dear friends. Anybody, whatever anybody is doing, don't have any judgments. But understand that this is the natural flow of evolution. And with that understanding, what you can do. Okay, as an evolved soul, what you can do. As an old soul, what you can do. So we have to do our dharma. Even the case of Swami Rama, Swami Rama was a famous person who wrote the book Living with the Himalayan Masters. So during his young days, that was the time of freedom movement in India. So he wanted to participate in the freedom movement to fight against the British. But his gurus discouraged him. He said, yes, you joining the freedom movement and to doing the service to a nation, it is a good thing. But for your level of evolution, that is not appropriate. So for your level of evolution, you should focus on the spiritual sadhana. Because through your spiritual sadhana, you are going to help the whole of the planet Earth to increase the consciousness, to help a lot of old souls. Your job is not to participate in the freedom movement because that is a physical service, but you are going to do spiritual service. Spiritual service is a permanent impact. Physical service is temporary, but spiritual service is permanent. So they're discouraged. So we have to serve according to our evolution and according to our stage of whatever the stage of evolution we are in. So how can you do the service? If you have judgments, how can we do the service? If you are judging somebody, how can you love them? It's not possible. It's not possible to judge somebody, and it's not possible to accept them. It is not possible you judge somebody, and it's not possible to love them. Basic acceptance and love towards fellow humans comes when there is no judgment, my dear friends. So it is very, very important not to have any judgment. And just understand, Ravana is correct. In his evolution, in the Ramayana, you have 2 characters. The Ramayana, the main characters are Rama and Ravana. Ravana is correct for his evolution. Rama is correct for his evolution. So with that understanding, you can do a lot of spiritual service. Okay, so let us go into the bodies. Now you might ask, sir, how these bodies are all 7 bodies together? Where these bodies, inside or outside, where it is. So I'll give an illustration how these 7 bodies are there, but we are able to see only physical body in the mirror. In the mirror, we see only the physical body. Why we are not able to see the other bodies? using the physical eye. So let us go through an example. Take 2 glasses of water. Okay, so in the first glass, you add some sand. So if you add some sand in the first glass, what happens? The water spills over. The sand doesn't get dissolved in the water. And in the second glass, you add some sugar. So sugar dissolves in the water. What happened to the sugar? The sugar is no more there. What happened? Because there are a lot of free space in the water molecules. And the sugar molecules gets into the free space of the water molecules. That's why the sugar dissolves in the water. Whereas in the case of sand, the sand molecules doesn't go into the space of the water molecule. This is science. Similarly, after you add sugar, you add salt. The salt also dissolves. What happened to the salt? In the water molecules, there is still more space. So the salt molecules gets into the space of the water molecule. Similarly, we have this bodies, all the 7 bodies. The first is the physical body, but the other bodies are very subtle bodies. Okay, so these subtle bodies take up the space in the physical body. And to be very precise, you can imagine the Russian dolls, one into the other, Russian dolls. So you have a Russian dolls. I think if you are in the 90s, you will see a lot of Russian dolls. The 6, 7 dolls where all the dolls goes into each other. So physical body is basically made up of flesh and bones, and you can see with your physical eyes. And this is the only body which needs food and rest. All the other bodies, they don't need rest. Only the physical body needs physical food and rest. And you might ask, sir, if you meditate, then is there a need to sleep? Yes, you will notice that the more you meditate, the more your sleep requirements reduces. Before you used to sleep for 8 hours. And gradually when you are practicing meditation, your sleep reduces from 8 hours to 7 hours, from 7 hours to 6 hours, then 5 hours, then 4 hours. It gradually reduces. Some people ask the question, can we completely avoid sleep? Yes, if you're an intense practitioner of meditation, then it is possible. But if you are involved, if you're a Himalayan yogi, you go to Himalayas, you are cut off from the outside world, or you go to deep forest and you're doing only sadhana, then of course you don't need sleep because you are 24/7 in that cosmic shower. But when you're in a day-to-day life, you are interacting with so many people, so much of energy. So you are doing a lot of physical work. You go to work and you do the domestic work. There's a lot of work we do physically. So your physical body definitely needs rest. Your bones and flesh, they need rest. So I would suggest a minimum of 3 to 4 hours of sleep is necessary for a normal man, even though you are a meditator, because this physical body needs rest. Then etheric body. So this etheric body is nothing but the energy body. What in Sanskrit we call it as nadi mandala. Energy tubes, right? Energy tubes surrounding our nervous system. And this is the etheric body is responsible for our sensations. And this is also a link between our physical body and astral body. Every day during sleep, our astral body comes out and our astral body absorbs the cosmic energy. So the astral body coming out and wandering here and there, what we call it as dreams. In meditation also, we get energy. In sleep also, we get energy. So this etheric body is the link between these two bodies. And it is in this etheric body, all our karmas are stored. Okay, so the link is called etheric cord, silver cord. So if you can see in this picture, so this link, this thin line is the silver cord, it is the etheric. So next is the astral body. So astral body is made up of fine astral matter, and it's a very subtle body, and this is the body which is responsible for our feelings and emotions. All our feelings and emotions are stored in the astral body. Our karmas are stored in the etheric body. Our sensation is because of the etheric, and our emotions and feelings are in the astral. So after death, the astral body permanently separates During the dream, the etheric cord connection is there. But when you go through the physical death process, the etheric cord is permanently disconnected. So you drop your etheric body and the physical body on the planet Earth after physical death. Then 2 bodies are down. Then you are in the 3rd body, which is in the astral body. When you are in the physical body, you are in the physical plane. When you are in the astral body, you are in the astral plane. So again, in the astral plane, there are 7 subdivisions. The first 3, the lower 3 divisions is called lower astral planes. 4 and above is called higher astral planes. The lower divisions are very low vibrational fields, where what people commonly refer to as hell. Actually, in reality, there is no hell. It is your own negative thoughts which creates and manifests hell around you in the astral world. Because in the astral world, whatever is your thoughts, whatever is your feelings, it magnifies. So what you think, it manifests immediately. What you feel, it manifests immediately. So if you are having negative thoughts, negative emotions before death, you will definitely create a hell for yourself in the astral worlds. So you will go to the lower astral worlds, where you create a lot of situations where you feel it is like a hell, because that is a manifestation of your own thoughts and own feelings. So whatever is your feelings before death, you will exactly be the same even after death. People believe after death they go to the heaven straight. No, the hell and heaven exist here now. Your state of mind, whatever is your state of mind, determines whether you will go to the lower astral worlds or higher astral worlds. So again, how long you stay in the astral worlds depends upon what kind of desires you have, what kind of how much desires you have, what kind of desires you have, and how much desires you have. So depending on your desires, your stay in the astral world is depending on your desires. If you don't have too much desires, then you will just pass through the astral worlds and go to the mental worlds. But if you have too much desires, then you will spend a lot of time in the astral worlds until you fulfill all your desires, and then you are ready to go for the second death, which is the astral death. And in the astral worlds, you can see the body as a shape. Whatever is the shape of the body in the physical, you will replicate the same shape in the astral also. When you go to the mental worlds, now after going through the astral death, you go to the mental worlds. In the mental worlds, you are in the mental body. If you drop your astral body, then you are in the mental body. So in the mental worlds, your individual mental development is not how much degrees you have, what PhDs you have, and what is your educational background. Your mental development doesn't depend upon your educational background. It depends on your ability to connect the dots and see the bigger meaning of life. It's your ability to discern, and it's your ability to see a smaller aspect of life and able to project it and understand the bigger aspect of life. So that is your mental development, my dear friends. And it is composed of even finer material, even finer than the astral body. And in the mental worlds, you see some people, they have a very clear outer image. So that means their mental bodies are fully developed. If you have a fine, clear, detailed outer, you can see in this image, the lower image, he has a very clear image where you can see the person is sitting and reading. But if you see the upper image on your screen, it's just like a smoke, So the people whose mental body is not developed, their mental body is just like smoky. But if your mental body is fully developed, then your mental body also has a very finite shape. Okay, and your mental body depends on your mental maturity. After the mental death, then you go to the causal worlds. And when you go to the causal worlds, you are in the causal body. And this is the permanent body. And this is where all the reservoir of knowledge and wisdom from all your lifetimes has been stored. The Akashic records, everything is stored here. So this is where the humans, when they graduate from an animal kingdom, animals have group souls. So when the animals graduate to the human, then the group soul is graduated to an individual soul. So that individual soul is in the causal world. So if you have 100% energy, the 100% doesn't incarnate. A certain amount of energy always remains in the causal world. Only a small percentage of energy comes to incarnate in the physical. Let's say 25-30% comes for the incarnation. Suppose our soul has 100%, only 25 to 30% comes for the incarnation. The rest of the energy is still there. So that's why, sometimes we close our eyes and we meditate. Sometimes we see that we are observing the breath and we notice that somebody else is observing us, observing our breath. That is our higher self, where the observer becoming observed. So your higher self comes, and all our guidance comes from our causal body. All our guidance, our core, the feelings in the heart, your intuition, your guidance, your inner guidance, your feelings. When your mind is empty, what you feel in your heart is nothing but the guidance from your causal body, your higher self. And in this causal world, you see the developed souls, they have a radiant light around them. They are very radiant and a lot of colors. But if the soul is not developed, if it is a baby soul, infant soul, then it is just a light, but almost invisible, colorless. Okay. And next, Buddhic and Nirvanic bodies. The Buddhic and Nirvanic body starts developing only after a person comes into a certain stillness, after a person comes into meditation, reflection, self-reflection. When the person has the desire to understand the bigger truth, then his Buddhic and Nirvanic bodies start developing. The more a person does the spiritual service, then his Nirvanic body starts developing. Self-realization, Buddhic body. God realization, Nirvanic body. Also, let us go through quickly the spiritual laws. There are 6 spiritual laws: the law of consciousness, the law of reincarnation, law of karma, law of constant progression, law of hastening the progress, law of uncertainty. So I will go through this in detail tomorrow, because it is important as part of this self-transformation program. You understand what are the spiritual laws. When you understand the spiritual laws, you get the benefit out of it. It is like, when you go to a new country, you first understand what is the law in that country. You understand the law so that you act according to the laws. That will help you. So if you go against the law, then you will suffer. And similarly, scientifically, there is law of gravity. When you understand law of gravity, then based on that understanding of law of gravity, you can scientifically do a lot of experiments. But if you don't understand the law of gravity, then your whatever scientific explorations you are going to do it's going to be a failure, because if you want to understand physics, then you have to understand the laws of the physics. Then you can master the physics. Similarly, if you want to grow spiritually, then you have to understand the spiritual laws. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you understand it or not, the laws exist. It's same like gravity. I drop something, it falls down. Whether I believe it, I accept it, it doesn't matter. Law of gravity exists. Similarly, the spiritual laws exist. But the more we understand it, the more we benefit in our spiritual progress. Okay. So friends, we will conclude today's session, because I need to go for my physical retreat in another 15 minutes time. Yes, I would show something. Some people asked me, sir, how is your physical retreat? How is it? How does it look like? So I'd like to share a video, because I have another 15 minutes time. So I will share a video where this video is bits and its memories taken from the previous retreats. So let me share that. So let me share. Just quickly, I want to ask, can you hear the audio? Somebody respond. Can you hear the audio?
Yes, Master Pradeep. Yes, Master Pradeep, you can.
Thanks.
Good morning. How is the valley? How is the pyramid? How is our boss? Can you give me a kiss? You have come here to this Bangalore Valley and to this Pradeep to understand about your eyes and your breath. You conserve your energy by closing your eyes and closing your mouth. And you maximize your energy when you are with your breath. Meditation means conserving your body's energy and increasing your soul's energy. For any and every human being, the purpose is the same. Learn meditation, practice meditation, teach meditation and spread meditation. Thank you for coming here all the way to India, all the way to Bengaluru, all the way to Pyramid Valley. You have done a great service to yourself and to the whole humankind.
I met Pradeep and Navneet in September in Denmark when they gave a Chakra seminar. Totally precise timing of the universe to be here and experience all these energies and the benefits of the pyramid and the lectures and the meditations. I made friendship to my breath. So I feel rich, I feel just gifted by the universe. There were many lessons to learn. That's what I came for, to learn. Yes, I feel in a way like newborn and grateful for this. Thank you.
It's such a wonderful retreat, and it is specially designed for the seekers who wants to go deep within and realize the self. I could really go deep within. There was a lot of intense meditation. There are group meditations with Crystal. Crystal was so powerful. And every day morning in the King's Chamber in Great Pyramid, it was very high energetic. The liquid diet was really good. I could feel very light in my body and I could spend more time in meditation in total state. The mindful walking, they were amazing. I could really enjoy my stay in Pyramid Valley. Thank you.
I'm currently in Pyramid Valley International. This is my second visit. The last visit was 2 years ago, and I've immediately turned to a vegetarian. It was just like a casual trip, but I kind of got connected when I visited the pyramid, so I turned to a vegetarian immediately. Currently just done the 9 days retreat with Mr. Pradeep on the detox for physical and mental detox kind of retreat, so I feel a lot more lighter. Before this, I couldn't share my experiences, especially in terms of spirituality. I have so much fear in myself, but right now I'm able to stand in front of the camera and talk to you about it. I'm very proud of myself. The benefits of meditation in my life is that I felt calm and I'm conscious and mindful of the things I'm doing every single day. You guys have to visit this place once in your life.
The most amazing thing I experienced was during my meditation in the pyramid. So blessed to have that opportunity, which I think each and every one of you should come and experience it for yourself. The place is, it really feels like home. It's unbelievable and it's not explainable. And I think that it's the best birthday present I've given to myself. Thank you.
I came here on an intuition. I told myself, okay, you need to go. And so I came here in Pyramid Valley and I loved the landscapes here. It's very pretty, beautiful, and the food is amazing, very delicious. I found myself again, and I want to say that I will recommend this trip to everyone who wants to live a transformation, great organization. The retreat was perfect. and I really enjoyed it. Thanks to Navneet and Pradeep from the bottom of my heart.
I knew that something really different would happen in the retreat. Meditation was really profound. The diet was a healer for me. All people here are shining love, and we feel love everywhere, and it's so nice. Thank you very much, Pradeep.
It is a beautiful place for all the spiritual seekers who are trying to identify themselves. There are nature spots, there is a Zen garden for meditation, you have a hill on which you can do nature meditation. Regarding the retreat, it was one of the beautiful experiences you can have at least once a year. It completely detoxifies you at various levels, physically, emotionally, and spiritually as well. It takes you to the next level of consciousness, and I would recommend this to all the seekers.
I feel very rejuvenated. Meditation is going to be my friend every day. I am going to meditate every day because I know from today that meditation is life. I think this process is very awesome. It works, and I suspect Pradeep and all you people to be magicians.
I found such a great beauty in this valley with so high level energies and strong energies, so that meditation is very effectful, especially in the Great Pyramid or on Tapastali on the rocks. And Pradeep is a very awesome, wise and humorous teacher for us all. And it was a great and marvelous journey for me. I'm so blessed to have been here. I think life will never be the same like before.
I came here to find myself. During the meditation, I felt myself happy, and it was joy. And the most beautiful thing was one of the last sessions, when at the end I saw the white light of the crystal that brought me so many happiness. And I am so glad that this is a present for myself. Thank you.
This trip, I decided to come for the retreat because seriously, I would like to love and to find out more about myself. The most biggest thing I take back is actually I can accept myself better. The strong me is within me.
I really like to be here and to be a part of this self-realization process. Pyramid meditation in connection with crystal meditation and with a big crystal is the most effective way to find your own. And this is a real good experience. I have been on several really beautiful places, but this is one of the most beautiful places, and I'm sure I will come again. And next year, of course, I come back again. Thank you.
This is definitely a beautiful place. It's a really beautiful place and full of energy. This retreat is about self-realization, and the whole retreat is just into meditation and with a proper diet, with a proper guidance. Every day there's different experience coming from every moment. Personality in terms of angle and all those has been very well controlled. I feel peace. I'm not an angry man like I was before, and that is something that really benefited me a lot. This 9 days retreat is really uplifted my spirit.
For me, it was such a great experience, a marvelous experience, because what I was searching for all through my life, outside in different ways. I was searching through relationships, through journeys, through all kinds of adventures outside. I was finding here inside. I experienced through meditation, and I came home to my soul and to myself, and it feels like I have started now real life, and I have taken over responsibility for my life. And it's not like the end of the journey, but it's the beginning. And Pradeep gave us practical rules how to go on and for further evolution.
Wonderful pyramid behind me. There is a strong energy where you can experience the cosmic energy flowing through you. Meditated up to 10 hours a day in silence, in complete silence. You switch off your mind. Your real self has the chance to come out. I feel who I really are, what I've never felt before. A wonderful guidance through Pradeep and Navneet.
Come back the third time, and I'll keep coming again and again and again. Such a marvelous, wonderful place, full of energy, vibrating, giving so much of peace and calm to you. Oh, it's wonderful. It's really wonderful. It all started with me meeting Pradeep and Navneet in London in August 2018, and it had been a life-changing experience for me. And every time I come for this retreat, it's changed my life. It's changed my life. And I'm ever thankful to them. Thank you.
I came here for find more energy with the pyramid. It's so important that I could enter in a connection with myself. And it was really a deep, deep, deep work for me. I did not know that it was so intense, because when I go in the King Chamber, I receive so much energy. We enter always more in meditation. I have found myself, and I see how much I am important. I see how much I'm somebody fantastic. For me, it's the beginning of my life. It's my second life who began today. And really, I thank everybody here.
So this is what is the physical retreat happening right now in Pyramid Valley. So we do retreats in different parts of the world, but in South India, I choose Pyramid Valley as the place to do the retreats. And this virtual transformation program is because of the lockdown. Whatever we are doing in the physical retreat, we try to integrate as much as possible so that you can make your homes your ashram. You can practice intensely, like drinking juices, going through the detox process, and practicing mindfulness, silence. And so this self-transformation program is to empower you to transform your life sitting at your home. And so we will try to integrate more of these aspects tomorrow and day after, the final 2 days. And if you have any final questions, we will definitely take all your final questions. And the agenda of this program is to make you independent so that you can integrate certain useful practices in your day-to-day life, so that you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to go to any gurus. You don't need to go to any ashrams. So sitting at home, you can go through this transformation process. And for example, drinking plenty of water, drinking 4 liters of water, 5 liters of water every day, you can practice every day. It can become part of your life. Eating 2 meals a day, it can become part of your life. To eat only when you are hungry, that can become part of your life. Not to overeat can become part of your life. And once in a week to practice mauna can become part of your life. And once in a week to go on completely liquid diet can become part of your life. Reading books, practicing mindfulness, everything can become part of your life. And if you can integrate all those things, then naturally you are enlightened. And it goes into, first it is self-realization. Then when you do service, it is God realization. Unless you do service, there is no God realization. But before God realization, you have to go through the self-realization process. Okay, friends, I need to go now. So thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste to all of you. Thank you.